Today, I'm going to be doing something very uncomfortable. I'm going to be revisiting a rap that I wrote 20 years ago, and I'm going to be tearing it apart and building it back up. I was only 16 years old at the time that I wrote this rap, and I had already been rapping for about 5 years. And at that time, there was no YouTube or Google to learn how to rap. And I didn't even know any other rappers until around the time that I recorded this song, so I was totally on my own. Many of you that watch this channel are somewhat new to rapping and you're working on improving your raps, and I hope that this video encourages you to keep working hard on your craft. And you may not realize this, but many of you are improving and growing way faster than I did when I was coming up because of channels like this, and that brings me so much joy. Now let's travel back in time and listen to a snippet of one of my songs, and I'm going to rip it apart, and I'm going to tell you some of the things that I like about it and many of the things that I hate about it. And not only that, I'm going to fix all the rapping mistakes that I made so that you can learn from my past mistakes. So without further ado, let's get it!
Going strong and alive. I am my own soldier. Think about a lot of things that I've been through. If you haven't been through them yet, then you probably soon. Because when you become a teenager, anger introduces itself as a stranger with no instruction on the paper. So it's only your job to choose your friends right. Because by the time you make one, the other one wasn't fighting. This is light. There's no way that you win. You feel like you in a swimming pool, even though you cannot swim. But somehow you pull yourself out and...
So yeah, that's that. Now, as much as I dislike that, it's not all bad. There's some really good stuff happening here. Let me point that out to you. I have some pretty decent cadences for the most part. It kind of falls apart at times, and we'll talk about that here in just a moment. But pretty decent cadences overall. And also, I do a really good job structuring my rhymes so they have a strong connection from one bar to the other because I lined them up in time with each other. And from strictly a writing standpoint, I did a really good job staying on topic, so I'm not talking about a bunch of random stuff. And I'm also using things like metaphors to make what I'm saying more poetic and more relatable to people. Now let's talk about the things that I hate about this. First off, I hate the way that I sound. All right, I'm slurring way too many words, and my country accent. I'm never going to get rid of my country accent. I still have one till this day, but I've improved the way that I speak throughout the years, and rapping has certainly helped me actually do that because I've been so much more aware of how I actually sound. So that's the first thing that just makes me cringe, is just how I sound. I'm like way too country, and I'm rapping like I have marshmallows in my mouth. Like I'm not being very clear when I'm speaking or rapping. And also, there's just too many syllables in my bars, and it's causing my overall rap flow to suffer. My cadences are suffering because they're losing its musicality, because at times I'm just cramming my words in these bars so I can get the rhyme schemes placed where they're supposed to go. And because of that, I'm sacrificing some of the musicality of my cadences. And I'm also running out of breath at times as well because of this. And also my rap delivery could use some improvement because right now I'm not really rapping this with a whole lot of emotion. It could use a little bit more energy and a little bit more confidence. And creating space by eliminating some syllables will also help improve my rap delivery. And also punching in my rap vocals as well is going to really help my vocals come through instead of rapping them all in one take like I did in this original recording here. And at the time that I wrote this, I used to pride myself on being able to record all my vocals in one take, no punching in. And the problem is that's exactly how it sounds. It sounds way too rough, way too raw. And I started realizing that my favorite rappers, one of the reasons why they sounded so much better than me was because they were punching in their vocals. That's why their voice sounded so much more full the whole time they were rapping. And if you want to learn more about how to punch in your rap vocals, check out this video that I did called How to Punch in Rap Vocals Like a Pro in the video's description below. Also, apart from the rapping, the recording quality is very poor. The mix is very poor. So both of those things could use some improvement. And also the instrumental could also use a little bit of TLC as well. And speaking of the recording, this is the microphone. You see this right here? This is the microphone that I used to record like 3 demos when I was in high school. This is what started Cold Mind Studios because my friend gave me this microphone that came with his computer at the time. And then it clicked. Oh, I can record my vocals on the computer. I can get instrumentals on the computer. Oh, snap. I got my own studio. And so this is why it sounds like garbage. But as you can see, this little thing, this little crappy microphone right here means so much to me because this is where it all started. And I made the most out of what I had at the time. And that opened up so many doors and opportunities for me. So it's not about what you have, it's about what you do with what you have. So now I'm going to take you bar for bar and let's improve this. Let's revive this and bring it back to life and polish it up and make it sound a lot better. Okay, so on bar 1, all that I did on the first bar was remove the word if, which gave me just enough space to rap this line more clearly. And removing this word rephrased this sentence into a question, which I'm going to talk about more here in just a moment. But let's check out that difference now.
Think about a lot of things that I've been through if you haven't.
I think about a lot of things that I've been through. You haven't. And on bar 2, the sentence that I rephrased into a question from bar 1 runs over into bar 2. So I adjusted my delivery to go higher in tone on the words been through them yet to reflect the sound of a question being asked. And also I eliminated the word then, which gave me the extra space needed to say everything clearly. Let's check that out.
If you haven't been through them yet, then you probably will soon, because when
you haven't been through them yet, you probably will soon, because when. And on bar 3, I replaced introduces, which is 4 syllables, with presents, which is only 2 syllables, which freed up quite a bit of space. This also created an internal rhyme with itself, with since and its.
Because when you become a teenager, anger introduces itself.
Because when you become a teenager, anger presents itself. And on bar 4, I removed the words with and so. I also swapped out instructions with notes, which eliminated a total of 4 syllables for this bar. And this also created a new internal rhyme with notes and no. And with all this free space, I decided to also change up my cadence a little bit to make it more of a triplet type of cadence. Let's check it out.
Introduces itself as a stranger with no instruction on the paper, so it's
presents itself as a stranger, no notes on paper, it's. And on bar 5, I removed the word your to create a little more space. Check it out.
So it's only your job to choose your friends right, because by the time
it's only your job to choose friends right, because by the time. And on bar 6, I replaced and it seems with its, which eliminated 2 syllables.
By the time you make one, the other one was to fight, and this is like.
Because by the time you make one, the other one was to fight, and it's like. And on bar 7, I removed the word that to create more space.
And this is like, there's no way that you win. You feel like you win.
And it's like, there's no way that you can win. You feel like you win. And on bar 8, I removed swimming, which is 2 syllables, which created a good amount of free space.
And you feel like you in a swimming pool, even though you cannot swim, but somehow.
You feel like you in the pool, even though you cannot swim, but somehow. Now let's check out a before and after of the entire 8 bars.
Think about a lot of things that I've been through. If you haven't been through them yet, then you probably will soon, because when you become a teenager, anger introduces itself as a stranger with no instruction on the paper, so it's only your job to choose your friends right, because by the time you make one, the other one was to fight, and this is like, there's no way that you win. You feel like you in a swimming pool, even though you cannot swim, but somehow.
I think about a lot of things that I've been through. You haven't been through them yet, you probably will soon, because when you become a teenager, anger presents itself as a stranger, no notes on paper, it's only your job to choose friends right, because by the time you make one, the other one was to fight, and it's like, there's no way that you can win. You feel like you in the pool, even though you cannot swim, but somehow. Also, I want to give you a sneak peek into how I punched in on these vocals. So I also punched in a total of 5 times during these 8 bars so that I could perfect my rap delivery and ensure every part of my recording felt nice and full. I also wanted to point out that I decided to punch in on the transitions between bars 6 and 7 because after I had initially punched in those bars separately, I decided to rephrase and it seems like to and it's like, because I felt it was still just a little bit too cramped. Here's how the original sounded. It's only your job to choose friends right, because by the time you make one, the other one was to fight, and it seems like. And here's the revised version. Self is a stranger, no notes on paper. It's only your job to choose friends right, because by the time you make one, the other one was to fight, and it's like, there's no way that you can win. So instead of going back and re-recording both of those bars again separately, I just recorded that one little phrase because it was easier. Now, I'm curious to know, have you ever noticed any of these same issues popping up in your raps? And if so, which one? Let me know in the comments section below. My name is Cole Mize with ColeMizeStudios.com, where I strive to make you a better rapper now. And if you're trying to perfect your rap skills, make sure that you get yourself a free copy of my ebook, The #1 Fundamental to Rapping, via the link in the video's description below. And subscribe to this channel for more straight to the point, no BS, how to rap video tutorials just like this one. And always remember, when it comes to rapping, there's no rules. There's only techniques. Peace. Hey man, you see that subscribe button right there? Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Oh, and don't forget the bell icon. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Hey, I know you see that like button, right? tell yourself, today I'm gonna kill it.